Yo, how's it going everybody? Chadley here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at another underrated weapon. Now, we actually covered another underrated weapon a couple days ago, and you guys were actually really big fans of it, so that actually made me really happy because I do like showing off these underrated weapons and just giving you guys something else to use, because definitely we are in need of something new, and this definitely helps us kind of pass the time and try some new things. So if you guys did miss that video, make sure you go check it out. We covered the Fiebert shotgun, so if you guys have not seen that, definitely go check it out. But in today's video, we're going to be covering the Multitap. Now, the Multitap is actually super good on basically any character. With Amara here, we can abuse Indiscriminate pretty well and get a lot of good damage out of that. Obviously, Zane's going to make everything crazy. This is kind of how we found out about a lot of these weapons, and kind of what I wanted to show off to you guys for these underrated weapons was just kind of playing them on Zane. Obviously, he's going to make everything strong, but we were kind of able to tell exactly kind of the base of these weapons. And also, Flak does this weapon very well. Moze could probably make it work. I believe the cryo rockets that come out of it when you reload will do splash. I'd be very surprised if they don't do splash, so you guys could get some use out of that on Moze as well. Definitely give it a try. But today I'm going to show it off a little bit on Amara, Flak, and then obviously we're going to do Zane, because he is a little ridiculous right now. You can do the entire true Malawan takedown with just this weapon on Zane. It's a little disgusting. All the boss kills as well. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're just on a kind of phase Zerker Amara type build. And then I'm just running phase casts just so we don't have to really use ties, and we can also get our bonus elements active. Yeah, let's go ahead and see how this weapon actually does. I'm just going to cast phase cast off to the side. But as you can see, even on Amara, who really does not have a lot of gun damage or damaging skills really at all, this is definitely a very strong weapon. Once we get over to Zane and Flak, where they can actually boost the weapon even more, you will truly see how strong this weapon can be. Now, with this weapon, what you're going to want to do most of the time is shoot the little tracking door orb, so the alternate fire, and it's going to obviously track to the enemies, but also when you reload, you're going to shoot cryo rockets at all the enemies who are tagged. So if you want to abuse it correctly, that is how you're supposed to do it. It's really good for groups of enemies, because obviously all those bullets that you're shooting are going to kind of just transfer to all the different enemies. It just works very well. And the tracker on the alternate fire actually comes back fairly quickly, so you don't really have to worry about like using it at proper times. You can kind of just use it whenever you really want to, and you should be good to go in just like a couple seconds. See, we already have it back right there, and we just killed 2 enemies, and we were able to shoot another one. So definitely do not be afraid to use the tracker and get those cryo rockets going out more and more, because that will up your damage. So now we're going to go ahead and test this weapon over here on Flak. I'm on Frosted Flak, and then I'm just using a red multi-tap, and we're just going to go ahead and run through true Malawan takedown here and just see exactly how this weapon is going to be doing. It definitely does pretty darn well. It is a lot of fun to actually use this weapon and just get all those cryo rockets and the tracking out, because there's really not a lot of good Atlas weapons in the game. Really, we kind of only have the OPQ system, and that's only around during the cartel event, so it is quite underleveled at the current moment in time. So it is pretty nice to have an Atlas option for your different characters. So let's do another tracker run here with the multi-tap. So we'll send that out and let that home in, and then we can also see the cryo rockets go out there. They don't do a ton of damage, but they definitely do decent damage. Just a nice little supplemental damage for when you're reloading, because obviously when you're reloading you can't really shoot, so having those rockets going out is just really nice for overall damage and mobbing. All right, so we're gonna attempt to kill the Kraken with this weapon. Obviously it's a normal damage pistol against some armor here, and we have some bonus corrosive, and it's not the greatest, but it's not that terrible. Unfortunately, it got Healy Avengered there, but as you saw, when those cryo rockets go out, we actually did a decent amount of damage to the armor, so that was pretty cool to see. On Zane, it does not matter what you shoot at, but we're gonna go ahead and move over to him, and we're gonna do the true Guardian takedown and see how this weapon fares over there. Now finally, we're gonna test this weapon out here on Zane. I have a next to mags radiation version, and then otherwise we're just basically running flash free Zane. And then let me just make sure I have the proper anointment. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and jump into true Guardian takedown here and see how fast we can actually kill these enemies. And I know Zane makes everything good, but this is one of those weapons on Zane that just feels even better than just making it good. It feels really good on Zane. And that's just really cool to see, because I really like Atlas stuff, but there's just never been really anything that's been worthwhile. You've had the OPQ and the carrier for a little bit, but that's definitely really fallen off. So it's pretty nice to see another Atlas weapon in the mix. And then as long as we just keep those tracker darts going out, we can do quite a bit with it, and it's really nice to see. And this weapon, it's not just like getting through the enemies, it is absolutely tearing them apart, which is pretty nuts considering how beefy these enemies are. And I know at the end of the day, it's basically just Zane, but it's just an option you guys have for if you are playing Zane. Yeah, guys, that's basically the multi-tap. So if you guys do want to try getting your hands on this weapon, you can get it from Katagawa Ball. That's actually the only place you can get it, and I believe it's an M6 plus weapon. So if you guys do need to farm it, that's where you need to go and what mayhem you need to be on. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have any other underrated weapons that you want me to check out, make sure you guys leave a comment down below. I'm happy to check out more items. I definitely already have a few on my list, so expect those here on the channel pretty soon. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it to let me know. Also consider subscribing for more Borderlands content. Also next week we get Cyberpunk, and we're gonna have some Cyberpunk content on the channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed if you're interested in that. But otherwise, we stream basically every single day right around 8 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys over there. But I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.